Greetings to you, my name is Aslıcan and we will now consider and try to reveal the topic Kazakh intelligentsia of the early 20th century. And I wish you a pleasing viewing. If you don't mind, I will read the text from the document, since you can even get confused in this topic. The most educated strata of the Kazakh Khanate included Jirau, B. representatives of the Islamic clergy. The foundation of the worldview of the traditional Kazakh society were laid in the verbal folk art and the heritage of thinkers of the times of the Kazakh Khanate, from Asan Kaygı to Bukhar Jirau. However, until the 19th century, education could be obtained in only madrasas, which mainly trained religious ministers. In such educational institutions, along with the basics of Islam, philosophy, astronomy, history, languages, medicine, mathematics were taught. The training period was 3 and 4 years. Some religious figures received additional education in Bukhara, Istanbul, and other major cities of the Muslim world. Kazakh intelligentsia at the beginning of the 20th century. In the second half of the 19th century, Kazakh printed publications appeared. Kazakh books were published in St. Petersburg, Kazan, Orenburg, Tashkent, Semipalatinsk. The first Kazakh newspaper was the appendix Turkestan Vilayet'in Gazete to the newspaper Turkestan Vedomstsi, which was published on March 28, 1870. In 1911, to the publication of the first Kazakh magazine, Aykab, was organized in 2013. The newspaper Kazakh, the pages of this periodical covered various aspects of the life of Kazakh society. Even at the beginning of the 20th century, Kazakhs and Kyrgyz were sometimes represented as a single people in Kazakh public thought. For example, a significant theoretical work of the Kazakh public figure Alikhan Bukikhanov was called Kyrgyz. At the beginning of the 20th century, a new generation of Kazakh intelligentsia was formed. It was composed by Alikhan Bukikhanov, Bakatjan Karatayev, Ahmet Batursunov, and many others. In the future, the founders of the Kazakh National Party Alash. The participants of the new social movement declared the support of their views on the advanced democratic ideas of world public thought and the spiritual heritage of Abay. In October 1905, in Uralsk, they held a Congress of delegates from 5 Kazakh regions of the Turkestan region, which put the agenda the issue of creating a party that protects the national interests of Kazakh people. The program of the emerging party was based on the program of the Cadet Party. The Congress put following demands of the Russian government on recognizing land as property of the local population, on stopping the resettlement of peasants from other regions of the Russian Empire, on the equality of the Kazakh language with other languages, and the widespread opening of national schools, and the construction of mosques, of expanding religious freedom, etc. The heyday period in the early years of Soviet power. From the very first years in the Soviet power government began intensive development of the culture of Kazakhstan, including the national one. A successful literacy campaign was carried out in 1921. The first Soviet textbooks in the native language were published for Kazakh schools, which were created by Alikhan Bukikhanov, Alimkhan Yermekov, Maulan Jumabayev, Rizbek Aymatov, Ahmet Batursunov, Saken Seyfuddin, and other well-known representatives of national intelligentsia. The compiler of the first school textbook of algebra in the Kazakh language was Kwan Satbayev, geography, Alikhan Bukikhanov, history of Kazakhstan, Professor Sanjar Asfendiyarov. Period of repression. However, the further strengthening of Soviet power led to serious persecution and crushing repression of the Kazakh intelligentsia. The first round of persecution was marked by the appointment in 1925 of Philip Galashekins and the first secretary of the Kazakhstan Regional Committee of the CPAC.